how XGOD and Nalus wants to remain in their standings to secure their playoff spot. Anything can happen today, Asarai.
Yeah, and again, I'm talking about Secret. I wanted to bring this back. Seeing Secret on this particular agent is interesting because we did not see him the last time that they played on Icebox, which was against the Alter Ego. That was Prodigy that was playing with them. Still on the Neon, though, but you kind of also want to figure out what is going to be that big difference now that Secret is going to be on the helm of the Duelist starting in.
We'll have to see what is the start indeed, and it is going to be quite an aggressive push. But no one's going to be there and budge at all. I think XGOD is ready for this, and they decide to go B instead.
Yeah, just kind of a spread contact here for XGOD, leaving that Neon turret at the middle so they, again, just don't really get pushed. NDG, I do like the forward approach here. They might not figure out his timing, though, and he's already spotted out one. Niz is going to get just separated from the team, as well as the kill on KRX, and that's a great start from Team Secret here.
It's going to be a 5-man defense retake as long as this does not happen. What?
Hey, you can already see Secret here trying to go close and personal onto B main. Doesn't get that first contact, but will get that trade onto Foxy. NDG somehow making a bit of noise on Kitchen, but still a 2 versus 1, and they know where he's going to be coming from. Slow approach into the site. Not really a lot of time. He has to at least put the pressure on. But again, this 2 versus 1. Not looking too hot in his way. And I am having a bit of issue on my side.
Foxy's pretty crazy to be able to get that 4K there and just really extend his life. I mean, it all started so great, Asteroid. It was NDG alongside Secret getting a 2-man frag all together, back to back, 5-man retake. All of a sudden, plans have changed, and they were able to just, you know, sort of destroy that rotation that Team Secret wanted to do, and XGOD, pretty stable, pretty good start for them.
Yeah, I think Secret wanted to just, you know, stop the bleeding from starting even before, right? The push from XGOD onto that B site, but it just backfired. They might have just been better off chilling a little bit more and waiting for that flank to come in from the rest of the Team Secret players. In any case, XGOD not wasting any time, putting the entire brunt of their team here on this B main contact. Vanessa already spotted. MDG going in for the push, trying to get some contact with that Sheriff, and unfortunately no dice. No connection whatsoever.
Love this though, from the side of XGOD. Just really decisive in what they want to do, and Niz even getting an extra. I know it's a bit of an anti-eco here, but this is looking really clean, Asarai.
Yeah, 4 kills already for Niz. Nothing you could really do with that situation. Just rack up the kills. Niz is very much nearing his Viper pit, as well as Foxy, 1 away from that Armageddon. So it's a great start, as you know, team is going to have that gun round. But this is just, again, very, I would say just very clean executions from XGOD. Nothing really left to the imagination for Team Secret here to maybe go through a crack in their routine. So this is where we get started with gun round.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. The thing is, we can imagine the Neon and Teho combo on the side of Team Secret to play a bit more aggressively, clear a lot of these angles, stun a couple of these angles. Maybe NDG can find a pick here. That would be huge.
Well, well, very unfortunate. Vanessa is already here, but he's not going to figure out that Garnets is just so close already to the fight. Prodigy, yeah. He's trying, but they know where he is.
Free upgrades to boot. This round has been going by so fast. Team Secret needs to sort of put a hard stop on the aggression that XGOD is putting on them. I mean, they have the right idea. It is usually going to be NEG and Secret just sort of, you know, matching each other when it comes to aggression. Maybe find an early pick, pushing a lot of these defensive barriers. But at the end of the day, it feels like XGOD has read them like a book. They either just stop and pause, wait for them to push, or just swarm them and overwhelm that position with numbers.
Well, we'll see if that's going to happen again here. Team Secret is going for a more just active approach. It is going to be Niz by himself, but he's making a bit of a punish here and there. KRX is just around the corner, waiting around as well. Spotted out by Secret, but he's already so prepared for this, and Prodigy just gets caught out. This is not what he wants to happen, and look at this. Team Secret just wanting to get the weapon dropped, but not even a chance. KRX gets those kills very, very cleanly.
And here's the thing, right? KRX, there are so many times where this player can just handle a site all by himself, get a couple of, 1 to 3 frags. This is just basically flipped. He's just doing the same thing, but on the attacking side. He's just such an amazing anchor for the side of the XGOD, and he keeps doing this consistently. And I think he's definitely one of the scary players of XGOD, and a very understandable timeout because they need to reel it in. They need to slow the pace of each round because things have been going too fast too soon.
Yeah, and again, the sequence that they kind of play around is not what they want to happen. And one of the quick things here, I think, is just, I don't know, this is the speed. They're getting outmatched. These are just kind of fundamental things that are still plaguing Team Secret as a team here. And up against XGOD, you can't really have those fundamental weaknesses, right? If that continues, Team Secret, they're in for a really rude awakening here from XGOD. And again, you just see so many kills happen from XGOD, and it feels like they're just, going through the motions, hitting the shots and putting them in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. It's just been multi-frags from either Foxy or KRX or Niz. I think it's happened like four times in a row. But for Team Secret, I think now they have Armageddon. This is quite important for them to slow down the pace of this round. But look at what XGOD is doing. It feels like they pretty much wait for the first 10 seconds because, again, this is how they want to use the Neon Tail combo. But looks like they're going to roam together instead and try mid, which they have not tried just yet.
Yeah, they delayed a little bit just to see if maybe XGOD has actually gone for a more aggressive push here. I do like the slower pace, but
yeah,
again, they're kind of just playing as far back as they can. I think just playing a lot more reactive to the XGOD setup here. They still haven't gotten a clear picture, though, from the looks of things. They've actually gravitated a lot more to B site. If you can see here, 4 of the players of Team Secret are already locking down B site somewhere on kitchen here. Niz is doing a really good job at just garnering that attention. And Team Secret, I think they're just going to walk into this A site pretty much unguarded.
Yep, for free. Definitely the site is just wide open. And I feel like XGOD has been identifying where the tail is. Most likely, that's where Secret's going to be positioned well. Let's see how this 5-man retake goes. They have Armageddon. They're able to clear this down. The problem is they're playing very far back into the site, which makes things a bit harder for them to take.
Ooh, Garnett still falling down is pretty big. Still, like you mentioned, Armageddon is available from both of the teams. It's already been used right now by XGOD. They're just pulling back a little bit. The pressure from Team Secret is here. KRX around the corner gets slid in by Secret. Good stuff. But again, you can see that there still is util to stop things. Niz, how does he get that kill? Half on defuse on the spike, but they're lining up. Can they go for this continued half? Just one more shot, and somehow Fluky all the way from the back. All the way here from Rafters gets the 2 kills. Foxy was just there to make it sure. He does die to the spike, but it does not matter. XGOD get another round in their pocket.
You gotta love how XGOD has been playing these rounds. They've identified that Armageddon is available this round, so they decided to all play far back away from the possible AoE of the ultimate. It did not get any value at all. It was just for precautionary measures. But again, no one was affected by that ultimate, and therefore XGOD is rewarded with another win. 5-0 now. This could get absolutely deadly for Team Secret.
Yeah, especially now that Team Secret is just out of cash. Nothing really. I mean, Prodigy has been holding this for like forever. I think Team Secret know about this now, and or excuse me, XGOD know about this now. So yeah, it just gets flushed out, and that immediately loses them their only controller in this game, in this round.
My blind is dead.
Yeah, just a quick little plat.
Even their anti-eco Viness, though, has been getting these very important first bloods for their end. Let's see how Overdrive does well into this round. It is a fast lane in there.
Oof. Sniper Spit though used. The push out does catch Niz off tempo here. Great positioning from XGOD. The wraparound from KRX. He does hit a shot with the Outlaw. Again, just bag and kill after kill. XGOD is making quick work of Team Secret Academy in these following rounds, and this is just brutal to watch. Again, Prodigy has peaked that thing, that position on yellow, I think 6 out of 10 rounds, 6 out of 6 rounds already. And he's been caught almost every single time.
XGOD reading Team Secret Academy like a book. And it has been a pattern for them as well to sort of wait a bit on spawn to see if any aggression is going to come their way. And it looks like it is going to be the case.
No. Ooh, good positioning. Great angles. Garnett pocketed himself. Nizzy is backing away with the rest of Secret, and Team Secret seems like they're pretty much satisfied with the 2 kills that they've already gotten. Could be up to 3 here as they double up. Fluky's got to just drop down. He's got the spike in his hand. Does not want to drop it. Does not want to lose it. Where is this coming from? And the tag onto the Ness. Not imagine that someone else was working all the way through spawn. There's still some, plenty of time for XGOD to just maneuver around things, but Team Secret, I do like the control that they have.
Pretty scary. Felt like a bit close, but the rotation's going to come over to A, and it's a good read for Team Secret unless they leave the site. It feels like... Oh, there are the shots. This prevents Team Secret Academy from over-rotating.
Oh, this is very interesting. That recon dart is giving away Garnets' position. Still, Fluky is very close. Goes in for the charge. Secret very close. Very quick on the response. Now it's only just Foxy and Garnets to remain. Foxy's got still some reading time first to deal with the players on the site, but Secret denies. Great stuff. Great 4K. And a first round for Team Secret Academy.
Nicely done by Secret there for that 4K, and this is exactly what they've always wanted to do. I think it's just having to get that polish much cleaner for their execution, and I think this is one of the first times where we see XGOD sort of wanting to match that aggression, and because it was a 6-0, therefore they felt like that maybe they can just no fear it against the NDG Secret combo, but nope. Definitely should not do that again. It seems that Team Secret have been really prepared with this combo and with that 4K sending another possible overdrive if Secret gets another multi-frag in this round.
Sure. I mean, if this keeps happening for Team Secret, then that's a great thing for them. Prodigy just can't escape far out open, and he's been countered every single time by Niz. Always on that B side, it gets opened up, and this is gonna hurt right now. This is gonna force, as we know, Team Secret to play the retake game on this B site. Garnett finds a kill all the way through Snowman as he's just holding on yellow here. The numbers dwindling down from Team Secret. The deja vu happens once again, and Finesse, he's by himself. Does not wait for the rest of his team. NDG and the rest of the squad now here, now fighting. But they're severely outnumbered. Now uses potentially the guided salvo to clear a bit of the corners here, a bit of the angles, if he can. The double swing, the peek outs, great stuff, great contact, great targeting. But here comes the big flanks coming in from Foxy all the way, or rather not Foxy, but KRX all the way through orange, and that works out well for Foxy in the 2v1.
The rotations on XGOD are just incredibly impressive. It feels like they have layers and layers of, escape plans. If the first plan doesn't work, then we have got an extra layer, and that's going to be KRX. If this the pseudo up and down doesn't work out, we've got Fox, who's always been extending his life until the very end of a round. And every single time, he definitely delivers the pain. And this is XGOD not even using key ultimates. The lockdown has been there for quite a while. Armageddon was used earlier, but now it's back up again because of Foxy's multi-frags. And we're seeing a second timeout coming from Team Secret Academy. It felt like they found their stride after that multi-frag, but when XGOD decides to reel it back again, identify where they're going to be coming from, hear where the tail utilities are coming from. Because once you know where the tail is, you know, once you know where NDG is, you know where Secret is. Take note that we've never seen these two players play separately because it's so important for these two agents to play as a duo. So after that, it feels like XGOD just knows where to go.
Yeah, I feel like as well, you know, aside from all of that you've mentioned, right, with all of the strats and whatnot, I think it just going back to Team Secret not really having any good what do you call this, aim duels at all. Like
true.
it's just literally them being I don't know if it's real or I'm just kind of seeing if I'm seeing it correctly, but they're getting out aimed just consistently by XGOD, and that's about it. Nizzy interestingly enough throws out his ultimate very early into the round, and no contacts on XGOD whatsoever.
Yeah, no tags, not being able to identify any information whatsoever. But looks like XGOD still trying to wait. Where's the Neon going to be coming from? Where's Secret? Where's NDG? Where's the slide going to come through? They're not going to budge, and they're going to play it off of rotation. And again, they've read it perfectly well. Unless the Razor Vines stop this execute onto A, but so far, so good for XGOD positioning-wise.
Yeah, I mean, they are just clearing the corners here with the drone just to you know, make a bit more sense of it. Niz has been that late lurker that's been playing just to clear out corners here. Prodigy opens up. Great frag onto Niz though, but the timing on Garnett's push, they're not going to know this. There's going to be some long flank that's going to be coming, and it doesn't matter. As long as Garnett still survives here on mid, he's going to be fine. Steel Garden has been used as well. Big flank coming in from Secret. Spike's planted already. Can they even get any of the picks here? How is this not getting any kills from Team Secret whatsoever? KRX still gets one through all of that punish. What is happening? Vaness falls down, and we have Secret. Last man standing, had to deal with 3, cannot manage to do so, and XGOD pick another round, put it in the bag.
I'd say that was a pretty good wraparound by Team Secret. They were planning to come from all sides. It was just Garnett's just foiling that plan altogether, having to just really remove a lot of the, you know, key win conditions for that. And again, I suppose the little bit of a tussle that Secret wanted to do and eliminate KRX didn't pan out so well. So just as you said, Asarai, these opportunities, they're not being seized properly. Oh, Finesse does though.
All right, I mean, there are moments like that has happened.
Yes.
But again, the difference here is XGOD just has those quick little refracts you just do not expect. And Niz, he's been testing out the defenses of Team Secret at multiple intervals here, and it's been working out pretty well for him. KRX getting some nasty shots, and he's not done just yet. Nizzy finally gets that retribution, but what cost? He's just by himself here as he falls down to XGOD. 9-1. And the tie supremacy continues in the first half here. No more timeouts available for Team Secret for the rest of this first map.
And this is, again, such a dominating first half so far. I know it's not yet over, but the way that XGOD has been moving as a squad. I mean, earlier they were, I guess, testing the waters. They were waiting for Team Secret Academy to make their move, adjust well, but what we've seen for the latter stages are individual aim duels, and they're just much sharper than Team Secret Academy in this map.
Whose ultimate is this? Oh, it's Prodigy. I like the bravado, I like the play, but I think they know where he is playing at. I think right now XGOD is also just trying to not really lose too much of the fight inside the pit. Prodigy gets caught by Fluky.
How?
It's around the corner here. Gotta have to wait for that delay because he is down to the single digit, the 1 HP. What's gonna be the call right now? There is a potential to just run all the way through the A side as KRX, as you can see, has already pushed all the way to the back of A. Secret as well as Nizzy slowly approaching B, but no one's home or no one's knocking at their front door. And it seems like, yeah, they're realizing this, but it might be a little bit too late, at least in countering out the the plant that's going to be coming from XGOD here.
It's going to be quite difficult. Secret and Nizzy are going to be forced to basically play together. Definitely need that recon dart. Definitely need that setup. And that will be coming from flank. And Garnets is already ready for the trigger alongside Fluky on top of belt. No, dear, that is disgusting.
Oof.
Take flight.
Okay. Nizzy can still do some damage here, so they have to be careful, right? Fluky is just buying time. Yeah, you know he's doing that already.
Scanning ahead.
Nizzy forced to at least clear his corners as quickly as he can. Fluky's just playing with his heart. Oh, that's a vulnerable player for you. The double up as well. The lineup could be fatal here. Nizzy has a chance. He swings out, but Fluky, alongside KRX, gets that 2 versus 1 down in the bag.
Crazy stuff by XGOD here. Again, they're very disciplined. They know where they can potentially come from. They decide to double back, check out some flanks. They are definitely rewarded for that. And just as you said, Prodigy's Viper Spit was placed so well. I think what went wrong there, or what went good for XGOD, is that Garnets had control over yellow. That means they don't have the proper envelopment to maximize that Viper Spit, and they had more space, took out Vanessa right after that, and Fluky's crazy shot to take down that Viper Spit. Prodigy was gone after that. Last round, let's see how Team Secret is able to do this buy round here. It is a different stack this time. NDG's not with Secret, so this could be a surprise.
Oh, he's there already.
Oh, no, it's not a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a sure prize, not a surprise. You know, for XGOD.
I don't know why that was funny. But yeah, good pun.
I got you. But Prodigy's alone by himself. He's got a lot of angles to try to deal with. Falls down. Nizzy and NDG. NDG not looking at the right direction. Very low, and this Armageddon is gonna force him out. Is he just gonna die to this? Oh my god, he just got forced out in the open. Nothing that he could really do. It's all to the hands of Nizzy again. The swing and a miss. Niz just very prepared for that. And this first half ended in the blink of an eye. 11-1.
I have no words except that XGOD, if they look and perform like this, if they do qualify for playoffs, again, this is just
struggling. 7-7, 5-4-4. I'm just, you know, listing out the amount of kills each and every player of Team Secret has kind of done, and you can see the struggle in terms of just, you know, sheer firepower here.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, this is the time where they're able to maximize this aggressive composition. NDG Secret combo, having to just clear a lot of these important spots. Process of elimination, Secret slides in, gets that first blood. That would be ideal alongside with the Arcros flash. Fox, though, he's gonna peek.
No, he actually just goes for the drive-by, and somehow it works. Somehow he does not get caught. Oh my goodness. The next guy, they're already at map point here. That's going to force Team Secret to go straight up into the force buy. Oh, okay, well, being set up. But look at this drive-by from Foxy. I think they all focus on him, and then everyone else that's behind Foxy, that's the next God member, just kind of, you know, added to the firefight, and it actually worked against Team Secret.
Oh yeah. Having to just spot out one, they all, you know, two peaked all together, and that plan worked out. Here comes Garnets, quite very far ahead alongside KRX. We'll have to see if this stack's gonna work out. KRX has been a madman, alone anchoring a site, but more with the rest of XGOD.
Yeah. They've been very too much to handle. But Team Secret doubling up as an entire unit here, starting to mix things up. The hits on these contacts actually looking pretty damn well for them, and now it's just Niz and Foxy both coming in from the flanks. Is timing going to be crucial for them? Have they been spotted out? It looks like they have been. All down to Foxy here, and he's just gonna is he gonna just run away with this? Probably, right? Because
yeah,
they just broke in their economy again. Oh wait, no, they didn't. Wait, did they? Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did. They did. It was supposed to be an anti-eco, and then Team Secret Academy got some free guns. I think one hero rifle on the side of Nizzy, and I think that execute ended up very well. I think with Garnets being paired with KRX, which is the Killjoy, there's not a lot you can do to sort of have counterplay with a lot of the initiating utility that Ateo brings to the table. So again, I love what Team Secret did, and you know, props to Prodigy and Viness. The score looks a bit grim right now, but when it comes to, you know, dealing first blood for Team Secret Academy, I think both of these two players have been performing quite well. It's just that transitioning and making that conversion into a round win, which, you know, makes that this little bit hard for Team Secret Academy.
That's fair. I mean, again, right? It's not like they're inherently lesser players than XGOD. They're very talented. The only problem here is, again, you just got to steer it in the right direction. And in such a situation like this, it's very difficult to do that. Being said, though, Team Secret looking to just straight up go for the push. Was that hurt? I don't think it was. So this is a really good potential timing peak here from Team Secret. Nothing to be had by XGOD. Vanessa is doing the same thing that Niz was doing for XGOD here, was just to create some space on middle and start to reel back in the players of XGOD. But Thai team is not getting dissuaded here. Spotted out by the drone. 50 seconds, and Team Secret really biding their time right now.
Very understandable, because they definitely do not want this map to be over. They want to keep fighting, but with 2 kills on the side of XGOD, it's going to be a little bit tricky. Here comes the rotate, but I think Garnets is there to catch them.
30 seconds left.
Well, he's just about to, though, but he is only on the Sheriff. 20 seconds coming in. He does hear that contact. Does have the dash to just, again, potentially get a free shot off. The angles to try to deal with his NDG. Able to assist his teammate, but here comes the rest of XGOD. KRX! Oh my goodness! The shot's connecting. Damn good. It's 2 versus 2. Make that a 1 versus 2. It's all down to Foxy by himself. He's going to use that salvo to bring someone out. Repositions, takes some damage as he backs off into cover. But the pressure's on. Doesn't have a lot of breathing space, not a lot of breathing time, but that shot is insane. He sees where the dart has come from. Nizzy's got another shock dart coming in, and now it's a 1 versus 1, and Nizzy just sprays for the W. Oh, explosion. He's gonna get caught? Nah, he's fine.
Oh, gets to save the gun, gets to live another day. Team Secret Academy, they are holding on. It's going to be a tall hill to climb to catch up, but if they continue, it is going to be looking like a bit of a doable job here. And again, that was a tough round for sure, especially that rotate with 30 seconds left. It was only Garnets that was going to catch 3 at the end of the day. It was a very amazing call by Team Secret Academy. Now it's both buy rounds here for both of these teams. Oh dear, revealed. Where do you go?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
To the graveyard, 6 feet under, but we're not done just yet here. It seems like XGOD, they've kind of been privy to the plans of Team Secret. The timing is just trade after trade, but Team Secret is fighting back. They're not allowing XGOD to just stomp on them whatsoever. Still a 3 versus 2. Viness has gone and marched his way all the way through B. Nizzy getting pounded down by Fluky here, and Fluky has just gotten
the feet
for the sneaky caps. Great flanks, great lurks coming in from Vanessa as well, and Team Secret rallying back slowly but surely.
Full kit is going to try to clutch this out. Has a Hunter's Fury, has a recon. It is going to be hard though. It is a crossfire bit from Nest to far away. Fluky's just going to run.
See my face right now, but just
Nicely done by Vanessa. Team Secret Academy slowly catching up.
They really, really are. Some good stuff from the Team Secret Academy here. And I like how they're catching XGOD unawares. Ooh, love that zoom in. Awesome stuff production. Yeah, that didn't really leave Fluky any kind of chances or any options other than just running into the side and maybe hoping that, again, he can find that first contact first. Or, yeah. Anyways, weaker buy again from XGOD. See how that goes. Ooh, he's aware of this, but not able to hit that first shot. Has to back away because I think he knows that maybe XGOD has actually pushed up their way past A main already here. You kind of see that Prodigy's already pretty aware of it. The back out, the challenge. Oh, a lot of players here. Flashes could be
It's a
deadly.
party at spawn.
Yeah. That was used though.
Spike's in the middle. We'll be able to pick that up quite easily as numbers wise. They have the advantage, but look at this. Let's see how Niz is able to catch this.
I'm out of here.
Nizzy is on fire right now.
Yeah. Doing sick work here.
Oh, dear.
No! Floki! He's brought it back. He doesn't know that Foxy's right on top of him. The sly little fox hits the shot. Not the kill though, but the damage is there. Now playing to just maybe burn some time. Can reposition. Doesn't have to go a little bit too heated right now. And the peek out! How the hell is this come from this to that?
It's gonna go here with the technologia that they have on the side of Team Secret Academy. And it is not going to be the ISO this time around for the side of Team Secret. And also it's going to be Applix instead of Secret here. Prodigy now not on the smokes, not on the controller. This time the second duelist of Team Secret Academy. So I'm excited to see this, you know, the mixing things up a little bit here. But the same can be said where they might potentially be playing aggressive basically on A main.
3-man stack for XGOD on the A site. Foxy, if they actually do push for, you know, for middle here, he will have a fault line prepped. That smoke's about to dissipate as well. And I think Team Secret are deciding maybe go elsewhere. There is that shear that's right in front of them. Maybe they trigger it. Secret tries to go the other way, and then we'll have to see how that kind of goes. Or they just go for a 3-man push. You never know. I think XGOD is just kind of waiting for this contact on Garage to happen before anything else. The swing from what we saw from Miz, and what a shot from KRX. Very much prepared to take that. Thank you very much. But they haven't really pressed out. Now, they're about to do so. They're looking at the wrong direction. Here comes the approach. The squish. The pinch.
Applix.
The damage has been done. Applix by himself. Are they just going to throw themselves to the shots? He's not connecting anything. Has to go for the reposition. Does have a smoke with a 2 versus 1. Swings and a miss. Tagged down in the head. The shock dart, but not needed as Garnets finds him through the box, and that's going to be the pistol round for XGOD.
Another aggressive maneuver coming from XGOD. They sprawled, they basically came and spawned from A main, and then they appeared through window. The stack outside of doors, basically, you know, they didn't know where to look because they're basically surrounded by the rest of XGOD members. And, you know, still props to Applix for, you know, landing those 2 kills amongst the chaos. But at the end of the day, the 1v2 was just so much cleaner. Was really clean with the side of XGOD.
Oh, I like the setup from Miz all the way above. He might get spotted there too, though. And yeah, I was about to say he's gonna take a bit of damage there, trying to, you know, act high and mighty from his little perch on top of C. He paid a little bit of price with his life.
No controller anymore for the side of XGOD, so this is big potential for Team Secret Academy to do a bit of damage to the economy, but best case scenario, sort of... Oh, unless? No.
Oh, no way.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
He's going to have a twofer here. I mean, don't get greedy, you know, just get the 2 kills and you're going to be fine. No spike taken, though. But at least does get back that A-site control. Nizzy is going for the fight right now. Gate crash destroyed by that aftershock. And where's the other 2 players of XGOD coming in all around? Team Secret wants to go for this duel, but they're looking at the wrong direction. Still somehow managed to pick up the kill here. The defuse starts, and now they're going to have to start rolling into this site. Foxy's just straight up defusing this. Oh my god, he defused it! Oh, just barely. Oh, he did not. That was so close.
Oh, that was so
Nizzy
close.
with the drop down on the shot.
If Nizzy waited for a single second to drop down and sort of like looked at the view from up top, that could have been a sneaky defuse for the side of Foxy. But good thing, I think Team Secret Academy did a fantastic job taking advantage of that first blood. Getting that punish over and taking down their controller. No, it's 0.1. That's crazy. No, 0.01. My bad.
It's okay.
Wow.
It's about the same, you know. Not really.
True. Not really.
I'm pretty sure a
But thank
mathematician's
you.
just gonna roast me on Twitter or something.
It's not the same.
What 0.1 to 0.01 is.
It depends where the decimal is, you
Yeah.
fool. I'm kidding.
Doesn't know where tens and hundreds are.
There.
That's right. It's not all this basic mathematics. Okay. Done.
I like your old man voice.
Oh, thanks. MDG though. Well, he's gonna like his entry into that A site. Foxy not getting that connection. Garnets is still here. I think he
I'm outta here.
will get spotted. Good damage onto Nizzy, but not enough for the kill. Foxy, the cojones. Oh, actually connecting a shot there, so maybe a tad bit expensive for Team Secret. Looking Niz and KRX to play
Cover going
together, the tandem. They do have the smoke and the Vandal to play with.
Let's see how this goes, though. NDG kind of trapped into this corner.
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
Nicely done.
Weapon here.
yeah.
Fantastic start for Team Secret Academy here. Able to take advantage of the thrifty that they were able to bring up and manage to, keep 2 guns taken over to round number 4. And slowly but surely, though, Foxy start climbing up into a very deadly Rolling Thunder later after the numerous frags that he has done. But Prodigy has that overdrive, and I assume they're able to use it over onto C long. But that's the big stack of Team Secret players. That's where they're going to be coming from.
Oh, the charge out. What a shot from Prodigy. He just went in butt heads with Garnets, and he picks up the 3K. Huge stuff coming in from Team Secret right now as they're building up that steam, and C site is theirs. Beautiful stuff, and that is, as I mentioned, going to be the site taken.
Immediately, it is a round win for the side of Team Secret. I mean, even in Icebox, Prodigy has been setting up early first bloods for TS. It's just that the conversion and what happens after from mid to the later stages of the round is what troubled Team Secret. But this time around, they're able to really not only get one, but a couple of multi-frags at the very beginning. XGOD, maybe it's their turn to reel it in a little bit here on Haven.
Silence.
It really is looking to be the case. Bit of a exit frag here and there from XGOD. And Team Secret,
Revealing
ooh, they're actually chasing for the kill right now. As Fluky's just trying to back away for the meantime. The double up as well. Trying to save as many weapons as they possibly can. And they kind of do with Prodigy all the way from the other side of the map. KRX picking up a couple of kills here and there. Keeping honest, economy of Team Secret.
Yeah, able to damage it just a little bit. But it is going to be a, what do you call this? Going to be Armageddon available in Overdrive. And alongside Dimensional Drifts, I'm really curious about this.
I mean, there's a lot of options at least, right? So far, XGOD, they've been getting caught. I wonder if Prodigy does a lot, or Applix does a lot more better here, and Prodigy's on this duelist. This Team Secret gonna go back on the rotation that they want to play on the map. Any case, KRX gets a bit too overwhelmed there. Has to back away for the meantime. Sheer gets used. Fluky throwing out the Hunter's Fury here. No connection whatsoever. It's kind of interesting too. Oh, Armageddon used on Garage. That's also utility being expended here by XGOD. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough because all of the players of Team Secret, they're just ready and waiting on the site itself. Good stun from Foxy, but it only just deals that concuss on cubby, not the players on the site, and that's going to give Team Secret another edge over them as they win over the round.
Team Secret, this could be the start. This is a beautiful reset from them after Icebox, and it all started with a first blood from the side of XGOD, but at the same time, it feels like XGOD is a little bit antsy to take these early fights. I think understandable. They want to reduce the numbers before anything else. Very confident about their individual players that they're able to bring. I mean, from Icebox, they can take everything, but Prodigy just dealing so much pressure on XGOD, and CNA has been quite flawless for quite some time now.
I'm out of here.
It really has been as well.
I'm out of here.
There is some difficulty here with XGOD just figuring out the rhythm at which XGOD or Team Secret has been making these plays. Dimensional drift for Nizzy here. He tries to get as much information as he can. Well, that was happening. The rest of his team has been working their way through the C site. It might work here, but Niz has got the setup. Nice little use onto the paranoia to just delay things a little bit more. That's a huge flash that denies him that backside control. Can't really do any damage and gets isolated. Team Secret is on fire with this rotation, with the use of utility here. The Rolling Thunder. Gotta deal with Afflex first because he is playing security guard for the rest of the team, keeping them alive for as long as he possibly can. Shots connecting. KRX and Garnett's getting a little bit up here, but be careful. There is still Team Secret, Nizzy, and NDG on fire.
You gotta love the pace that Team Secret Academy is pushing on XGOD. It's just really, it's so constricting. You don't know where to look. They're basically coming from many, many different directions. I think I want to point one thing out though. When Niz wanted to cross behind platform, I wasn't entirely sure whether it was you know, intentional that the Cypher smoke came out because he paranoid, wanting to cross over and maybe get a, you know, a bit of a drive-by kill before going over to backside completely. But in any case, it was already a lot of the Team Secret Academy members full control over onto C. It's pretty much very hard to, you know, stop them in their tracks. But that could be one thing. I don't know if it was intentional, but you can see in the timeout now from XGOD that they definitely need to reel it in.
They definitely have to. And they have to figure out how to go against the, how do you say this? The reactions the Team Secret has been doing. You can see how well I think Team Secret has been able to react to the setups, right? The paranoia being thrown out there by Niz, and then Team Secret not committing to the fight, waiting for them to not get flashed anymore, and kind of just got their composure back. So stuff like this is just really helping out Team Secret as of the moment. Well, XGOD is kind of grasping at straws at how they kind of want to play with things.
And they've been sort of trying different configurations. You know, they're sort of letting go of C a little bit here. It is an eco on the side of XGOD, so it's most likely why there's a bit of an absence of the usual Cypher wires. But at the end of the day, these shots have been really fierce on the side of Team Secret Academy.
Yeah, again, just using those numbers to kind of bully things. And we're kind of here for it. XGOD definitely in trouble right now. No more lurks though, but anti-lurks are set up by XGOD, especially this shear. I think once the shear starts giving that information, Finesse immediately just kind of reacts to things. The push out from Fluky though, he's been pretty good with the Guardian so far, but only really able to get that first pick. Nothing else. Foxy also doing the same. The push out, the peek out, the reposition. Garnett's, this wall's about to go down, and there it is. All hell breaks loose. The Team Secret answer back. Round after round, 6-1. XGOD is in danger.
This is the polar opposite of Icebox for sure. Team Secret, even though this is XGOD's map pick, Team Secret Academy really showing the adaptations that they've done. As you mentioned earlier, Asarai, it was the usual ISO and Yoru that we usually see, but the difference in the selection of agents that they want to bring to this, the deadly Teho with NDG here, Vinesse on the Vice, you can really see the mastery over these agents and the switch up as well. But with the operator, that could be a little bit different to just stop Team Secret Academy from going over-aggressive here on these sites.
Yeah, they've been really liking just going for those aggressive peaks. On either side, there is operators. You're right. It does change the pace, does change the tempo. In both teams, you can already see a bit of an adaptation here from Team Secret, where they're kind of spreading themselves a little bit more. Drone not getting information, but Applix reads that beautifully, getting the takedown onto Fluky here. Foxy holding on A main, but no one's going to be home. You can already see the ideology, the idea of where Team Secret wants to play. Garnett's now holding the other side with an operator, but that's not where the rest of Team Secret is going to be pushing from.
Oh dear me, KRX is going to be stuck in this position. He wants to cross, rejoin his team, but he's going to try and keep silent. Garnett's is there. KRX! No way!
Oh my goodness.
Enemy remaining.
Doesn't even plant the spike. He's going to fall down. Steelgarden was using everything too. And the G at the pocket of the corner here already spotted. The swing, and Garnett's quick for that swift retribution on the 3K with the operator.
And that could be the start. This is, just as you said, Asterai, picking up the operator is definitely going to change the pace and tempo of these rounds. Usually, Team Secret is able to be happy to stack up on either C, maybe rotate to A sometimes here and there. C has been very successful, has been very stalwart for Team Secret, ever so consistent. But it's just one of those things, right? You are... You're always forcing your opponent to adjust in a lot of these situations. So now this time around with Team Secret, sort of try to respect the operator a little bit now that it's on A sewers this time around. They are wary, and this could slow it down a little. But Fox, this is a bit of an aggressive maneuver from him. Applix is right there.
Oh! That timing is perfect. Applix is not going to get this. The spam. He gets out. And he's able to escape. No way. They're chasing him down, though. But he still somehow manages to get another kill. And he gets out. A bit of damage here and there, but the 2 kills is worth it for Foxy. Oh, my goodness. Counter flash as well here. And Team Secret having that play done against them, done dirty. And Foxy's still not done. The 3rd kill, he's racking up for a quadra here and the potential ace. It's just Nizzy in a 1 versus 5. Caught around the corner here. Game of peekaboo. Niz is going to be figuring it out that he could on the pocket, and Foxy by himself. Truly firing on all cylinders with that ace.
And he's rewarded with a Rolling Thunder to boot. And it all started with a sneaky play, climbing towards window, taking advantage of the beautiful timing. Will spam just to secure that kill, is rewarded, escapes inside of B, and they all come crashing down with Foxy catching every single thing. This player, again, could get really scary if he's online, and I'm sure that's the reason why a timeout had to be done.
Yeah, just gotta chill a little bit, because now the plans of teams... I think the biggest thing as well to call that timeout for is just, you know, kind of having those cracks in your line where you just don't want your opponent to cross, right? That's why you have your traditional sentinels, like the Cypher and the Killjoy, just to make sure that doesn't happen. But when it's the Vice, that's completely different right now from Team Secret. I think I mentioned it already. XGOD was pretty much kind of testing the stress testing if Team Secret's defenses on their attacking side is good. And unfortunately, there was that big gaping hole that allowed Foxy to just do his thing, get that highlight reel.
And it's possible that this could continue because he does have Rolling Thunder. A lot of ultimates are available on the side of XGOD, and this will help bridge that gap and get closer and closer and catch up. This operator, though, could be huge on A, but is smoked out.
Nope. Just creating that pressure here on that A site. The push to explode onto Garnett's could be big here. swing the peek out, and he's so ready against Nizzy. Repositions very quickly here, but he's not done. Holding an angle for the moment. One pick from NDG, and this could also catch Garnet's off guard, which it does. 1-to-1 in terms of the trades. Good stuff coming in from both teams. Ooh, a shotgun in the hands of Prodigy. I think Fluky kind of realizes that too, and just does not want to be in that close situation.
Really smart stuff from both teams. Team Secret will catch this rotation, however. This could be a bloody fight.
Fluky's already there. Gets spotted. KRX still wants a little bit more to push out the trades, and it is going haywire between the two teams. Paranoia's already been used, and what a beautiful timing from Niz to hit every single remaining player of Team Secret. Great stuff with the blind. Good contacts all together. Honestly, it could have gone either way.
I thought it could have been a Team Secret Academy win there. It was just the flowchart. When KRX sort of delayed the timing a little bit, it didn't matter. That Paranoia alongside, KRX as well as Niz just really was enough to make that garage into a death blender. And now Team Secret Academy might be sweating a little bit here because it is just a 2-round gap now.
Operator is still in the hands of Garnet. He is holding outside of B for the meantime. Slow approach from the rest of Team Secret on this A site. And Fluky's gotta have to realize that he can't hold this by himself. He's actually already calling his teammates here. Oh, and I like the smoke from Niz. This gives... That stealth did not spot what was already around the corner, which is Fluky. Only the backside, which was Foxy. They're playing this, trying to maneuver around it. Is Fluky even safe in that position?
That's
Can't
a
really
good question.
tell.
Yeah.
Anyways, he does have the Hunter's Fury.
He's gonna play far back. Yeah, you're right. It's just to delay the plant a little bit. Rolling Thunder is gonna be used first, and they're gonna layer it later as they drop down to heaven.
Prodigy's still stuck in hell here, but he will get isolated. It's a bit of a firefight. Big fight between the two teams. Big flags coming in from Vinesse, though. And they can just tuck tail and run at the moment. Yeah, they will have the numbers advantage here for Team Secret as he's already prepping the seaside take. Foxy could be closer than they were expecting. Garnet as well, of course, with that speed from the Neon.
Go, go, go.
Question now is, he's going to be able to at least make something happen all the way from the back of the site as Foxy is clearing garage. Looks like that's a no. And the rest of Team Secret just going to be hunkering down here on C long. And this is going to be, I think, a very good post-plant situation for Team Secret.
A fault line as well, just to prevent the peak. Only going to be coming from right side. Okay, Crash. Gonna come right in.
Oh, just tries to reposition, but fortunately, he will fall down. Very good approach from Team Secret. XGOD reeling from that round. Really good stuff from them to just not really commit to that fight on the A side and then just go straight for the rotation to C. Opened up a lot of opportunities. And honestly, yeah, pretty solid shot calling here from Team Secret.
Yeah, and a bit, hesitation on the side of XGOD. They had a couple of ultimates to work with. This is the only last time that they're able to use it before the second half. So we'll see how they rain down the pain and throw everything at the last round of the half.
I'm out of here.
Oh, he's knocking on garage.
There.
Garnet's, though, don't put up that smoke just yet, but he whiffed the
dear.
shot. He's going to get caught out in the open. Somehow manages to survive for as long as he possibly could, but he gets zapped at the back of the site. The overdrive just too overwhelming from Prodigy. That is an excellent entry from Team Secret Academy. XGOD remaining players gonna have to do their darndest for this retake. It's gonna be a tough one as well. Oh, Hunter's Fury might make it a little bit more palatable. Yeah, one shot from Vinesse connects. Onto Vinesse connects as they do get the takedown 3 versus 3.
Let's see, though, how this is going to work out. NDG's looking at spawn, and that flick might do the trick. The scan.
Oh, stun? Does it actually connect? No, Prodigy just shuts him down. There is a tiny gap underneath that.
Yeah.
Gives a chance for Nizzy to connect the shots, and it actually does. Beautiful stuff from Team Secret here. We end our first half 8-4. Nice advantage there from the Philippine team.
Yeah, I know Prodigy's on fire right now. It has not stopped since Icebox, and Foxy, you know, tried his best here. The scans were there, but again...
Gotta say, Team Secret Academy, a very different looking team compared to what we saw on Icebox. Great start on that first half. They can continue to keep that performance consistent, and we're going to be looking for a very, very close, I think, map here, and potentially a third map as well.
Look at the sheer. They're gonna 3, 2, 1 it, jump right across altogether. But the Razor Vines might make it a bit difficult. No, it's no problem. But here comes the envelopment. Oh, Garnets, what a shot.
Yeah, pushed through the smoke, and Garnets was pretty much keen on getting that punish as quickly as possible. I mean, just lessen the numbers when you can. Prodigy now with the rest, charging right in, but I think Team Secret is just a little bit too heated to just push throughout the smoke, and they're getting caught in the fire, in the crossfire. Applix is by himself, gets spotted by KRX, and that's going to be that. XGOD claimed themselves the second pistol of this map. Seems like a... Yeah, you know, just a good starting play. It's the same thing that we've kind of been seeing from Team Secret as well on that pistol, or on the last round, right? When push comes to shove, when you're in Haven, just, you know, keep going. Charge right in. And I do like how they just kind of waited for the sheer and the razor vines to dissipate first before anything else. They didn't really need to feel pressure because it seems like Team Secret Academy were nowhere near the site to really fight for it. Maybe just the one player, that's about it. Anyways, Team Secret Academy, I do like this. They're putting a lot more urgency in just, you know, getting that map control. Garnets is not going to spot anything here. KRX. Oh, this is where it gets a bit tricky for him. He is going to get spotted. How well can he convert? Maybe just the one kill. Looks like that's going to be for naught. Foxy, though, gets chased as well. Going to have to back away, but he does have the help of Niz to go around the corner here. Using that Aftershock is just masterclass at delaying things. They back away. The one-way smoke does not matter to Niz. They push, but he connects every single shot, even the slide. A good stuff with the 4K, and another round for XGOD.
And this is the scary part. Remember, when we look at Haven, yes, attacker-sided map, but remember, the stat says 70% on this side, and this is definitely where XGOD will be racking up most of their points, and confidently at that. And this is just such a crucial sign of a start. What a beautiful multi-frag for the side of Niz. Now it's a 2-round deficit, and XGOD is slowly catching up here.
Well, let's see how far they can go with this, as you were mentioning. Now that Team Secret is back on the gun rounds, we are looking all good here. XGOD's actually... There's no one holding this B site. How crazy is that? No setup whatsoever. I mean, there's the sheer, sure, but it's only going to last for a couple of seconds. But maybe those are crucial seconds for the rotation of Team Secret. But this is going to be a plant in a retake scenario for Team Secret Academy.
Imagine they're playing a bunch of Phantoms and Stingers at that for the side of XGOD. If they go up close and personal here on B, this could be a bit dangerous for them.
Ooh, information gathered. Here we go, Paranoia swing. Prodigy charging, leading in the team onto the site. Fluky around the corner. Hasn't been spotted yet, and look at this Devil's Advocate for Fluky as he just makes them kind of look at the other direction.
Wow.
KRX and the rest of XGOD now kind of just sweeping the floor with the rest of the remaining players of Team Secret on the site, and it works out well for them.
Just so clean. It is, again, having to make sure that they have proper coverage. They've got proper trades. There's even a multi-frag coming from Garnets, which made that B hold so much better for XGOD. And now, just like that, they are almost caught up. 1 round away at that. Team Secret Academy on this eco. There is a bit of shining light for TS, though, and it's NDG's Armageddon. Just 1 orb away, 1 kill away, and that would be fantastic.
Already trying to knock in. NDG's the only one holding here. Could throw his salvo for delay tactics, or has he already done so? He has. Playing around sewer, could have that 1 versus 1. The rest of XGOD, as you can see on the minimap, is kind of hovering out on A main. And the EG. Now trying to get pushed. This is some really good walls for him. Nizzy tried to be the hero, not working out. Prodigy as well. Trying to come around the corner here, not going to work out. NDG is hitting some shots, but not for long. We do have alert coming in from Vanessa. Unfortunately, does not know that KRX was lurking on the sewers for that anti-lurk kill.
I know that was just an eco for the side of TS Academy, but the way these rounds have gone when XGOD is on the driver's seat, it's just a completely different Haven all of a sudden. And it's very similar to what happened with, you know, Icebox, where Team Secret Academy had a bit of a hard time slowing down the pace. Once XGOD is truly in the driver's seat, Garnets just goes ham, KRX as well, over onto the flank, just really that stalwart anchor that XGOD truly relies on consistently. Let's see, however, how Niz is able to stop this, and it's a good response. A bit of a taste of, you know, the medicine from earlier. It's a bit bitter.
Is that really going to give away Applex's position? Well, it does, but shouldn't matter anymore. Vanessa has great response for his teammate.
Last player standing.
Fluky. Vanessa, or rather KRX, not really going to have any opportune moment to rise above. And Team Secret Academy, here we go. That operator buy from Nizzy really shook XGOD from what we saw. That drop on the smoke was so fast. And he still gets the flick.
Crazy stuff. It's like watching the curtain fall. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just gonna just end it there.
Curtain fall with the curtain fall. Oh, different IP.
Oh, that's true. It's all the same company.
Yeah, I know. We can't mention it though still. You know, holla.
Well, it has been quite the slow pace. It is a bit of an extended smoke here. They don't want to try anything too funny. Nizzy now this time going to be on sewers. Finds KRX. It goes bye-bye.
They don't know that he TP'd so far from wherever. Flash, though, is he going to be able to escape from this? I think he's just trapped. No? Oh, he is! Tries to reposition. I like the Moxie, but it's going to backfire on him. 4-4 as the round continues. And, of course, Spike has been planted. Niz. Prodigy, a 1 versus 1. He will reposition to pocket himself, and he might not know where he's actually placed at this point. Great stun, though, but it does not phase Niz at all.
Nizzy?
Nizzy on the other side has gotten close to the rest of XGOD. Flash out as well, but it just is not enough. Overdrive, Garnets charges right in, and that's the answer of XGOD. 9-9, a very tight second map between the two.
It's dead even here. The smokes again did not prevent the side of XGOD, did not deter them from entering the first blood as well. They just stuck to the plan that they wanted to do. They sent in over Garnets, propelled him here onto the entire site, and was A-okay. They had 2 members stay onto A long, and even though you got to see, you know, Nizzy try his best to infiltrate enemy waters, he was basically just practically surrounded. The numbers were dwindling and not in TS Academy's favor.
Well, now, I like this. Prodigy has the Bucky in hand. Ultimate is available for him as well. More importantly, Nizzy still has that operator, and he's been damn good at it. Vanessa now going in for the firefight.
I know
but there's just way too many players. Okay, Prodigy. Oh my god, he's trying to run away. What a shot! Ultimate used, and Prodigy is going hyper with this one. Got into 2 kills already. I think they're just trying to wait for him to stop using that ultimate of his, and he does pinpoint Niz. Doesn't matter though. Still does get the kill. Ring around to Rosie. It's a 1 versus 1 before NDG comes close into this fight. Is there any more possible flashes available from Nizzy here? No, but he does reposition with the TP back, as he does hold hands with NDG here at the back of the site. There is some breathing room for KRX to move around, and he can at least try to pick up the spike at this point. And he's going to have to be quick about it. 30 seconds is not a lot of breathing space.
30 seconds left.
And he will be going through C-Long, and I think he's just, going to commit to that C site to plant the spike? No.
Oh,
Maybe
he's
B
gonna run
even.
away.
Wait,
Oh,
he second guessed. Never mind. He's gonna go C. He's fine.
A little bit of a hesitation there, but does have a camera placed near spawn. He's gonna commit through the plant here, able to escape.
Triggered.
He's just a Cypher Cage. Like you mentioned, using the camera to try to get more, but did not spot NDG sneaking in through logs. 10-9. It's a back and forth, to push and pull between the two teams. And somehow Team Secret is coming out on top.
And I think it has something to do with the switch up of the operator. I think it definitely added pressure to the attacking side. This garage barrage that happened, Prodigy as well did an amazing job just trying to prevent the flood from that area. And then things just didn't go so well with the spike being in the middle, forced to use from the shadows, and then heard the TP back into Cubby. All Prodigy had to do was basically swarm that area. Even though it was Niz that won that 1v1, it was still the spike being in an awkward place, which made that part very difficult. And Nizzy again dealing the pain onto XGOD.
Yeah, you really just cannot peek at all without having proper information against Nizzy. Just too quick on the draw. Still, though, XGOD seems like their plans haven't really been thwarted just yet, but the slow approach on the B side with Nizzy on this rotation could prove fatal for this lurk and everything else. Nizzy's about to go for the P. He knows what's up, and yeah, he hits a shot onto Niz. Gets a little bit of a trade here, but damage is really being done right now.
Oh.
NDG holds a beautiful spot at the front of the site. We're only really down to KRX, but problem is, same thing that happened on the last round. That spike cannot be picked up with him still being on B, and he has to just march his way all the way here through A. But NDG, yep, beautifully pocketed himself around sewer there. Team Secret, double digits, 11-9.
And they're primed in position for that. They've got the economy, well, a little bit of the economy, if you will. They've got the operator being delivered. And again, Nizzy and Prodigy, both of these two players from Team Secret Academy have been adding the pressure for the rest of XGOD to, able to step up here on this map. They are 100% win rate, so that pressure must be looming over onto their heads, onto their shoulders. Playoff spot as well is so incredibly important for these two teams. So it is understandable that there's a lot on the line, and things might be a bit messy in some of these rounds.
Yeah, speaking of messy, it's going to happen again here from the looks of things. Hunter's Fury is already being used, and some very important frags need to follow up from this, because this is a lot of commitment, not just the kills, but also the HP, as you can see with Garnett. The timing for NDG as he looks towards the window there. Spike's already been planted here. Vanessa slowly approaching from Garage. Prodigy and the rest now marching into the site. No one's home. Everyone else from XGOD going to be playing on this farther angle. We do have a lurk coming in from KRX here, and the Steel Garden used. Do they have anything to delay anything at the moment? Because that defuse is pushing right in. And Team Secret, looks like they really want to commit to the fight. He still was able to delay it. Great shot from Niz, and a follow-up onto Nizzy as well. And this is good stuff. XGOD and Team Secret just down to the wire. No one is looking to have the concrete win of the round.
Yep, it's been plot twist over plot twist. You've got KRX just removing NDG off of the equation immediately. You've got that Steel Garden be used by Vanessa just to make things extra spicy for XGOD. At the end of the day, it is KRX and Niz that were able to secure that deal. And again, it's one round away. There is a possibility of overtime here, Asteroid. And again, because of how these rounds are going by, especially over here on C.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix. But the problem is, it seems like Team Secret are also fixing their C hold here. The push-out's not really working as well as they're kind of hoping for after Shock. And this just feels very pressed from XGOD. The fight around the corner. Shots connecting, but somehow Niz is doing a whole lot of damage. Flag from KRX does not connect, but it's a 3 versus 1 with Prodigy trapped. The swing out, but he's already intercepted by the rest of the players of XGOD, and we are 11-11.
Oh my word. Team Secret it feels like, again, when they were in the driver's seat, it was a much more comfortable area. Again, the operator being picked up by Nizzy, it felt like it was null and void now. Now that the economy is a little bit broken, XGOD is able to win rounds back to back. Ultimate-wise, it looks like they're heading over to a direction of once they head on over to the 12th digit, it is going to be again a plethora of resources for them to use. And now Team Secret Academy forced over this overtime. Of this timeout because of the possible overtime. They were able to basically make a lead for themselves during the first half. It was a 4-round deficit in favor for Team Secret Academy, and that all went down once XGOD is able to take full control, switch over to their more comfortable side, which is the attacking side here on Haven. 100% win rate, that is definitely no joke, and it feels like XGOD wants to continue that win rate towards the playoffs.
Yeah, and it feels evolved again, right? How the approach was from XGOD, where it is your standard C push, but the big difference I think that is catching Team Secret off guard, and maybe it's not catching Team Secret off guard, is just how well I think they're able to follow up on, I have all of this delay tactics from Vanessa. We kind of just wait around that and then just push again. And XGOD somehow is just kind of banking on the fact that they can win those more mid-round engagements. And Team Secret hasn't been able to do that, at least in the most crucial of times. Either way, though, it's still pretty neck and neck, as we do see here. Oh, Garnets is on an outlaw, too. Very, very cool.
Cover going out.
Yeah, primed in position, very, very close, hoping to see if anybody, leaves the crevices of B, but that's going to be smoked out by Niz. Oh, sorry, by Applix. Sewers, however, could be a point of contention. It will be 2 members there for contact, and that would be one of the important members because he has dimensional drift. If he goes down, that's going to be an important ult gone.
Nizzy. Oh, he doesn't give NDG the time. That's going to be huge. I mean, he's getting all of this information, sure, but this also opens up the site. I mean, he's not going to be able to do anything in the dimensional drift, and he's being scared away by Foxy. Goes in for the fight for the TP. But does he only have a pistol in hand as well?
Paranoia.
The paranoia, though, could help him out, but it is going to be a 2 versus 1. After shock to connect, here comes the pressure from Prodigy. Good on the first shot, but not on the second, and Garnets 1-2 punch with the outlaw, and that's going to be a 12-11 for XGOD.
Match point.
The sequence of events that happened there that led to this match point in XGOD's favor was just so crucial. What you said there, Asterai, it didn't give enough time for NDG. The dimensional drift really put NDG out in a very vulnerable spot, opened up the rest of the map, just null and voided the dimensional drift, did not convert into anything, and it just really spoiled disaster for the side of Team Secret Academy. XGOD, their flowchart is incredible, took advantage of every single moment in there, and they are rewarded with match point. We'll see if Team Secret is able to force this to overtime.
Ooh. With Nizzy hitting shots like that, it's a very, very big possibility. Niz might be a little bit too overeager for that peak. He does follow up with his life. Prodigy with a double swing here, gets a couple of kills. Still not done, though. They have to deal with this short push. Good stuns, and we might be actually looking for this overtime unless Foxy can create an opening here. Cannot. Vanessa holds his angle on Graffiti, and 12-12, first overtime of the day and of this series. No team wants to, no team wants to budge. Team Secret do not want to go home empty-handed.
Absolutely. This is just, again, the crucial kill from Nizzy with that op shot, despite Garnet's jumping up and down just to cross the sewer. It did not deter Nizzy from landing that beautiful shot. And now it's a bit of a reset here. Let's see how things go. Team Secret Academy. We'll see how they do on the attacking side once again. They have been incredible in the first half. Let's see if they're able to replicate that on this overtime.
I need a drop.
No operators, though, so that's a good thing.
True.
For either side. Well, I'm not sure if that's a good thing, but, interesting setup though for the Cypher here for XGOD. The tripwire on graffiti is something I don't usually see every day.
Right there.
That's true. Could be a possible anticipation that Prodigy might slide towards that just to see and eliminate people from backside.
There.
But, however,
Fire destroyed.
this is going to be that big A stack, so they will anticipate the Cypher tripwire is going to be set up in this area.
Paranoia is also used already.
Heads up.
Garnet's! Ooh-wee. What a shot! Very quick reactions, but Aplix does the same.
Spike planted.
That's a quick little trade here and there. Damage also done to NDG's, already down to 36. Big flank coming in from the two players of XGOD here, all the way through A. And he backs away from the shear, only leaving Niz by himself. I wonder what that is about. In any case, still is some time to wiggle here for XGOD, while Team Secret is kind of just hunkered down on this post plant. Foxy has work cut out for him, but deals with it spectacularly. Hits from the shots. It's a 1 versus 2, and somehow Nizzy with the 3K. XGOD from underneath their feet. Team Secret is rising up.
Crazy shots by Nizzy there. Just whether on the operator or on the Phantom, it does not matter. His shots have been just so consistent. The fact that Fluky and Foxy had an incredible opening over here on the retake, it's just that the people inside the site itself were going to, you know, give XGOD a much harder time. Now here comes the swap. Let's see how they do. So far, C has been a bit fortified here by Vanessa's setups. This could be deadly, especially Nizzy is there with the operator.
Yeah, he's brought the pain again on that defending side. Should be a lot easier for Team Secret right now as Nizzy's really bringing it up to par. A little bit slow here though. Still, the stun is being set up for Garnets. He somehow managed to sneak through. No way he actually just opens up a can of worms and gets a couple of kills here on short.
Oh dear.
Starts off there. Still though, Prodigy still pocketed here on short. They might not know about this, but they will now. Damage is being done onto Foxy as he repositions. Garnets assists, gets the kill, gets another as well. Nizzy is down. Thought that was going to be something else, but no. Niz with the backstab alongside KRX, and we are not done. 13-13, second overtime.
The discipline on the side of XGOD, it's just one of those situations where, okay, you've identified where the threat is going to possibly come from. They're so disciplined to take post-plant positions instead of taking the fight where Prodigy was. They went into A main and allow Garnets to, you know, poise a sneaky attack. Here comes another reset. But again, we'll have to see where this goes. Team Secret Academy won this one earlier. Let's check it out. Where no operator, just as you said, again, this time.
Yes. Really looking for an entryway here from Team Secret, but XGOD also kind of adjusting the setup and having a more stacked approach on A. Big little stun actually works in their favor. Look at how many players of Team Secret backed away from that. The stun as well. The chase out from Prodigy has to try to do something by himself, the hero of the team, but needs to reposition. Good tags all together. They've lost Nizzy. They put down Aplix to very low. And all the chances, the options here for Team Secret slowly dwindle as you do see that they're kind of trapped on A. Vanessa,
Oh dear.
yeah, he's calling for the rotation to potentially go B.
They're all there. Garnets again.
Ooh. And KRX found the spike.
Down mid.
Not good. He's going to be holding this. He doesn't really have to take a more proactive angle. Just
30
play
seconds
passive,
left.
wait for them to push out. He can start taking them down one by one. I think he's also about to spot them coming in through mid. They both line up for him. He picks up a 3K. And the tables have turned. XGOD bringing it back around.
Switching sides.
Beautiful hold onto A long. They were able to just gain a lot of information. It all started afterwards when they tried to rotate onto B. And then KRX with a wraparound, leaving Garage. That was such a, again, clean execute. And after revealing himself towards Garage, it was, you know, there was a threat whether or not KRX had the opportunity to cross, or whether or not to stay still behind doors. And it was it was an already difficult situation for the side of Team Secret already to begin with, and they were on paper practically surrounded. And now a timeout's being called here. Very understandable. They want to prolong this series, not only game, but the series as much as possible. They definitely want to keep increasing their chances here.
Yeah, and again, they were pretty much excited about having a potential turnaround in Split 2 from coming in from last week's win over Alter Ego, and the potential upset here against XGOD. It's definitely a big win as a team for Team Secret right now. Maybe it's not going to get them into the playoffs, because it feels like I do believe that their points or the record that they're standing on is not there yet, or not there anymore.
Right.
But just being able to perform against these top teams before everything ends is, I would say, pretty big deal for them.
And XGOD winning the defending side is such a big deal. It has been their bane, but their attacking is just much cleaner. They're much more confident. They're going towards the site with 3 members, with both Prodigy and Nizzy, top performing players with an operator to boot. They're not going through long, they're going through garage. Woo!
Yeah, Nizzy with the operator, man. Alongside Prodigy, it's a deadly combination. XGOD lose 2 players, but they do pick up the spike. Prodigy is down to 4. KRX by himself. Now kind of just waning at the edges here. Well, it seems like XGOD, not really a lot of options once again. Can go for this quick rotation onto the B site. Yeah, I think they're just making sure they check all of their bases for now. Goes in for the swing. Checks it out. Minimap works, give him all that information. 30 seconds left into the clock, and it will be that plant into the B site. Foxy, or rather Niz, using that smoke to give them a little bit more coverage from A-Link, while KRX is going to be helping them out potentially here on C.
Oh, the stack will be identified by this drone, forced out of there. Oh, Fox though! What an angle!
Yeah, tries to reposition. Niz coming around the corner.
KRX!
This wraparound, KRX is going to have a field day with this if he can hit a shot, but he cannot. They're playing around him. Oh, the shorty! Oh, the conversions. 1 versus 1. No ultimates, though, for Foxy. It's a fight between him and Vanessa. Reposition. He knows something's up. He's got the bullets. No diffuses. He's running out of time, and he cannot chase for the kill, for the defuse.